Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look again here at Solana, seeing what's going on. We are going to double check a couple of key factors here on the back end data just before we get started. And if you're new to the channel, again, welcome aboard. Hope you can learn something today. CryptoCash.tech is a site. Link down below if you want to become a better trader. So what we want to look at here, this is good and bad. All right, mostly good in the sense that a lot of liquidation down below has been swept, but we do still have a bit of a concentration at that 139/140. So again, there's no guarantees the price continues lower because of that, but that is still something you want to be mindful of. If we do see one last liquidity sweep, could be somewhere in the range of low 138s, 137, somewhere there. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Heavy concentration of shorts at about 160. Okay, so if the price does ramp back up, we could see that 160 level swept. But again, that's just this guy up here. It seems like a long ways away. Once again, that 138 level is right down here. That's just below this 0.618 fib level, so keep in mind there's a strong support in that range. I'd be surprised if the price ends up pulling back that far. But again, stranger things can happen. This is crypto, folks. This is just one of those markets where a lot of things can get kind of funky. So all the more reason to just kind of keep your head on a swivel and try not to get attached to certain bias, like we're going up, we're going down. Like just kind of, secure profits while you still can. In most cases, like we had a short open from Rune, we took some, like only 15%. Probably could have got a lot more out of it, but we closed it early just to ensure we took profit, because the market right now is so weird that it's difficult to want to hold for longer periods of time. So again, swing trades, you're finding a little bit less opportunities right now than usual because there's not a lot of definitive patterns that are forming. Everything's kind of getting chopped out. So again, it's just kind of par for the course right now. Try not to overthink it. Trust me, if you're part of my signals group or my community, more signals will come eventually. We just got to make sure we're not just getting too crazy with too many trades, right? So daily time frame, RSI, right there at 50. So when the RSI is under, just below 50, generally considered to be bearish. We can see the stochastic swinging down, money flow index pulling back, and of course we got their MSCD almost nephew. The price action looks like it wants to plateau. So really at this point, these are not favorable signs. We know this here. It's nothing really out of the ordinary. But being below the 20-day SMA, I would say is kind of that starting point of, until we get back up above that 20-day SMA, we can consider the price action to still be fairly bearish. Now, I know previously I talked about 148 being a good consideration for entry, and this is possibly a thing, right? 148 is that support level based on previous ranges. And if we do take a look at some volume, of course, we can see, I think it was down as low as like 130, if not mistaken. If we take a look at the more recent time frame, 130, 140 roughly, as low as 130. Okay, so 130 to 140, got a decent amount of support there, folks. So again, price does pull back, decent area to consider dollar cost averaging. Okay, so again, not bad in that shape. So 4-hour time frame. What are we looking at here? Well, we can see stochastic RSI swinging up, which is normal for this situation when it's overextended like it has. We can also see the money flow index and RSI below 50, still generally bearish. Okay, but we are, however, just barely back up above the 20-day. Sorry, that's the 50-day simple moving average. Being above that is an important thing, right? 50 on the 4-hour and 50 on the daily, both important things. And at this point here, if we can hold this 148 or higher today, close above that level, we might have a decent chance at recovering here. Again, a lot of it hinges on Bitcoin, but you got to recognize Bitcoin dominance is pulling back, so a lot of alts are starting to kind of level out and not pull back quite as hard as they have before. So it's a positive sign, some good shifts in momentum, but there's no doubt that the 4-hour time frames on most charts is looking pretty bad. Hourly time frame shifting momentum here, we can see we're starting to get a little bit of moving averages below the price action here. If we take a look at the Ichimoku cloud, we're seeing a similar characteristic on other coins. ICP has a very familiar outlook here where we're still below the cloud, no other way around it, so we're not bullish by any stretch. But we got the lagging span getting close to the price action, or in this case for ICP and a handful of others, it is right there. So if we have that as a as a thing, right? When you're getting your lagging span getting close to the price action, it really just implies if you have a short position open, you should probably consider securing profits because that window of opportunity is closing. In other words, we've downtrended for a while, the price is starting to recover, and once this intersects, it generally means that you want to go ahead and close your position. So it's up to you if that's what you want to do, but in this case here, I would say playing it safe. That's what this conservative indicator does. It basically just means that we have a shift in momentum and that we could very well see the recovery from Solana. Again, we got to establish range-bound activity first, which we kind of are doing so just yet. We're starting to see parallel highs and tentative higher lows. And if that does occur, we could very well see the shift in momentum. But what we're looking for here is kind of a break above this level, consolidation at 148, and then the leg up from there. So me personally, I'm going to wait another day or two before I want to consider entry. I would say this 150 plus range would be ideal in order to take a trade confidently to the upside. Okay, again, a lot of that hinges on Bitcoin being back up over certain moving averages too. So again, we're a little ways from that, folks. So if you're watching and you're part of my community, it's best not to force a trade right now. That's really all there is to it. Market is kind of a little on the junky side. If you're going to take some trades, make sure you check out my plus trades there. This has been firing pretty well here lately. Fairly high success rate, but again, you got to watch those and monitor those. So if you're more of a passive trader, just wait for a few more signals to come through. I'll be sending those out as soon as I have some alerts come off, but I can tell you right now, the market is not uber beneficial at this point. It's not something that I feel confident in taking a lot of long or short positions with right now. I'm just kind of waiting for decent opportunities to arrive, and at this point, they're less frequent. So appreciate your patience nonetheless. I hope you learned something here today. Comment below, like, subscribe, and follow if you haven't already. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.